Welcome to a special edition of the Abarca After Hours with gorgeous ladies. We are live on Instagram and on YouTube now. The first podcast in the Northeast tri-state area to have an after-hour show with lovely ladies every week. Joe, roll the intro. Real quick, guys, announcements. I specialize in fat loss and booty building. They call me the booty doctor, ladies. So online coaching, which includes diets and individualized training programs, they're available. In-person training is also available, guys, if you're located in the tri-state area. Please reach out to me through Instagram or email. They're both tagged in my channel. But fuck that. This special edition episode is a fan favorite edition. Guys, this is basically based on the fans' request and the viral clips from previous episodes. All right, so this is because of y'all. I appreciate the love. We are missing one request, but listen, not many women can handle the heat. All right, only y'all can handle the heat, apparently. Okay, or maybe they're scared of the spicy topics. I don't know. But hey, good vibes here. Listen, before we start, salud.
Cheers.
All right, so for the people that have never seen the first episode, ladies, state your name, age, what you do for a living, and dating status. Okay? Why don't we start here, and then we'll go clockwise.
My name is Milda. I'm 27. I do accounting. And yeah, currently single.
My name is Jen. I am a PT student, a physical therapy student, getting my doctorate, and I am single, and I am 25.
My name is Crystal. I'm 24. I am a dental hygiene student. I will be a registered dental hygienist soon. And dating status, relationship with myself.
All right, so no dating statuses have changed since the first episode,
No.
guys. So there's still a chance. All right, so fresh off the straight to it. Please rate yourselves. Fresh out the shower, rate yourself 1 to 10. You cannot choose 7.
I'm a 10.
Yeah, I'm a 10. Yeah.
I'm a 10.
10? Everybody says 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Moving on. If you had to choose 2 out of the 4. 2 out of the 4 now. Okay. 6 feet, 6 figures, a 6-pack, or 6-inch dick. You had to choose 2 out of the 4. What would it have to be?
What's the girth?
Let's say decent. It's not a pencil stick.
Okay. I'll go with that then.
Okay. So all right. So you got the 6-inch, and what else? It's 2 out of the 4.
Oh, and 6 figures.
6 figures. All right. So good dick and 6 figures. What about you, Jenny?
It's 2?
Yes, 2 out of the 4.
6 feet and 6 inches.
6 feet and 6 inches. So he could be broke.
Brian.
Listen, this is like extremes, girl. Like this is,
You're telling me like he's living on the streets or like how?
No, he's gonna be living with his mom. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. How old is he?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm sticking to it.
Sticking to it. So 6 feet and 6 inches. All right. No micro dicks here. What about you, Chris?
I'm definitely picking the 6 inches.
Yeah, no micro dicks here,
and
guys.
6 figures.
6 figures. All right. So y'all okay with just ugly guys too? All right.
You didn't ask
That's
that.
cool.
You
Yeah.
didn't
Well,
ask
listen. A 6-pack is like an ugly guy, not fit. He's a fat piece of shit, and he has a decent.
First of all, I'm already imagining
Dad bods are in. Dad bods are in. I'm here
All right,
for
so
the
you
dad
guys
bod.
are good with fat guys. All right, cool. All right. Name me 3 red flags of men in a woman's perspective. However, this game is going to be, you guys can't repeat each other's red flag. All right? So I'm going to need you guys to fucking think. All right? Red flags. 3 red flags in a woman's perspective for guys.
Give me some time.
Okay.
Say
I
one.
got two.
Hiding the phone.
All
when
right.
I'm near
All
him.
right. So Milda, you go first. What is it?
Hiding the phone when I'm near him. Let me think more.
Think. You going first. You going, or you want to do one?
Yeah,
And then all right, let's do that. Let's do that.
Super active on social media.
Super active on. Damn. Okay. What about you, Chris?
You're out of the picture.
Yeah, I'm out of the picture, bro.
Someone who has no job. Red flag.
No job. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Milda.
Makes no time for me.
Damn. Oh, all right. I'm out of the clock there too. And Jenny.
Inconsistent stories.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you're telling me you're gonna do X, Y, and Z.
What's
on this
what's
day.
X, Y, and Z? I need
So,
some
like, all right,
details.
simple. I'm gonna go out with the boys, and we're gonna go to this bar. And then next time I see you, I'm asking you about that day, and then it's not the boys, and it's not that bar, or like something else was changed. That's a red flag.
The lies.
All right. So Jenny. So does this man have to document literally his every step?
No, he don't
Like,
gotta
what if he
document every
forgets
step.
that he stopped by for
Listen,
some fucking pizza?
listen, I get that. But no, there's like, I'm talking about like big things, not little things. Like, all right, you went to go get food, or right, whatever. But like a big thing, like you went to a whole other club, or you went to someone else's house or something, like, or you ran into like an ex or something. I don't know. You know, something that got like,
Okay.
you know,
I gotcha.
heaviness to it.
Nice. All right. What about you, Chris?
A guy who's too jealous.
Too jealous.
Like
That's a red
showing-
flag?
Yeah, showing insecurity. I don't like a man who's insecure.
I don't
Alright,
mind
so-
jealous, but not too much.
Wait,
Yeah,
wait.
like-
So jealous. So jealous means insecure to you.
I'm talking more of the men who are insecure and they show it through jealousy. Like it could be like controlling jealousy. Like I could be talking to my friend and you're like, why are you talking to them in public? Like,
All right.
that's
So
like
so
scenario.
is this friend a guy?
Yeah, he's a
Are you
guy.
physically touching this other guy?
No, we're having a conversation.
And just are you including this man at least too? Because what's very rude is you know, you're with your man's,
Absolutely.
and then there's a third guy.
But I'm not like that. Like if I'm talking to a guy, like let's say someone approached me like, hey Chris, I haven't seen you in a long time. Like,
Right.
oh my god, hi, blah blah blah. And I'm with my man, I'm gonna be like, oh hey, this is whoever. Like
Okay.
I don't do that because I don't like it done to me.
Right.
So I always make sure that's a thing. But I don't know, a red flag for me, maybe because of my past, like if you're insecure, you're automatically like everything is an issue, and I don't like that because then that goes along with a lot of things like trust and all the other stuff.
Okay. So for you,
Insecure.
jealousy is insecure.
Extreme jealousy, yes.
Okay.
It's insecurity.
Yeah. All right. You know what? That was 2. What's up with the live?
We have a question for the ladies.
Let's do it.
Question is from Joe, who's normally here.
Hey, Joe.
My boy.
Should someone date you?
Ooh. All right. Real quick. Let's go Crystal and then
A
counterclockwise.
sales pitch? I'm really not good with that.
Hey, you know you guys have resumes,
But
right?
yeah, let me practice, I guess.
I use Google for that.
I'm crying. Why someone should date me? Because I'm one of a kind. Like, I'm sorry, you're never gonna meet another me. Like,
We need some more like.
I'm loyal to a fault. I'm a rider. Like, I'm gonna be there, like building you. Like, I'm gonna be pitching ideas to you. We're gonna be doing moves. Like, I'm a rider with my man.
Now, Ryder, like, all right. So you're pitching. So what are you? Are you like his business manager? What are you?
Yeah, I can be. It's part of my resume. No, yeah, like if you're in a funk in your life, I'm gonna stand by you, and we're gonna get out of it. Like we're not gonna stick in that funk. We're gonna get out of that funk.
But you like a guy who has 6 figures and a 6-inch dick.
Absolutely, but a man, in my opinion, like it's very attractive for a man to have 6 figures and have their own business going and
Right.
everything going for them. But at the end of the day, when a man has a woman by his side, he's much better, especially a good woman. Like if you have a good woman by your side, you are a better man than you were yesterday. That's my opinion.
You know, I have a point there. I think us guys are supposed to function at 100%, right?
Yeah.
Especially if we're successful. Okay. And having a woman by your side helps us function at 105 or 110%. So we don't like my perspective. You know what? Fuck
Why
it.
so little?
What
Why-
I think is we don't need a girl to be giving me fucking business ideas. Like
Why
I'm,
not?
because I'm already successful. I'm already taking over
But
the
that
world.
doesn't matter. You can be even more
But
successful.
exactly,
Two
which is
ideas
which is
work better
why
than one idea.
you're completely right. But which is why, you know, having a girl like you by my side, I'll function at 105 or 110. Because the max is like 100%. But like you're just giving me
But with
105,
me by your side,
110.
you're gonna function at 200%.
That's
like,
great.
Don't give me 105.
But
You're gonna
100%
be
is
better.
like
You're gonna be
the
double
max. We're
better.
like, you know, I'm already making a lot of money. You're helping me, but you're helping me with my side businesses. But I already made my
but
empire.
that's if you choose that type of woman. You choose a woman with her own empire. You guys are both at 100. Now you guys are at 200. Like, that's the way I look at it. That's the way I represent myself. I don't represent myself as that girl that's going to be home flipping tortillas for you and waiting for you to come
Or
back.
they're at the side, like just watching you.
I ain't going to do that. Like, I'm going to have my own things. And
Right.
if I have my own things going on and you got nothing going for yourself, we got a problem.
Do you want a family?
Yes.
All
I
right.
do.
So if you want a family and you end up having kids, are you still going to be building your empire?
I'm going to be
during-
building my empire,
Oh,
cooking for my
shit.
kids. I'm going to be
God
doing
damn.
it all.
Oh, so you're
It's
going to be
all
have like
possible.
3 or 4 full-time jobs.
Let's do it.
Oh my God.
Men,
This girl has
some,
all.
that some men
I'm
can't
not
even
scared of
do.
that.
All
Yeah, I'm
right.
not scared
All
of
right.
that.
Oh, okay. Jenny, what about you? What was the question?
The question was, what do you guys look for in a man, if I'm not mistaken?
No, it's
It's not that.
It wasn't that? Okay. It is.
why should a man date you? Something like that.
Why should someone date you?
Why should someone date you?
Damn, that is so hard because I really suck about talking about myself. Like, this is the worst thing you could ask me.
I could pull up your Instagram.
Pull it up, Brian. Pull up my Instagram. Listen,
Go ahead.
I don't know. I mean, I like to think that I'm gonna have your back 100%. And
I like that.
listen, all my exes, I don't got many, but they could tell you that because when I've dealt with men at their absolute lowest and with no complaints, I've been there all the way to the top. And what they've done at the top, they leave me. But you know what? It's fine because I'm gonna find someone that's already at the top. It's not gonna leave me.
Got him. There you
So
go.
it's fine.
Jenny, you gotta stop fucking with broke niggas, yo. Jesus Christ.
I gotta
you know,
stay in my
you
back
finding
bracket.
you finding them down there, and then you help them get to the top, and they're like, "Bye, Jenny." That's crazy.
That's fine because it wasn't for me.
That's good.
I'm not
That's
mad
a
at
learning
it.
experience.
Learning
I love that.
I'm not
Milda, what about you? What's your elevator pitch? Like, what's your like 10-second? Why should a man date you?
I mean, for me, it's just I'm a hard worker. I'm very adventurous. Very respectful, and
So you're the type to bring to the family.
yeah,
Like, you're
I
not gonna
really
wall
am.
out.
Oh, I could wall out
Respectfully.
or disrespectfully.
Oh God damn! I listen. I don't want my grandmother having a heart attack
Nah.
or anyone grandmother. You know, Jesus.
I mean, I'm not gonna be disrespectful either. If I get disrespected, I'm gonna get disrespectful. But I'm always respectful. I always give. I don't mind not receiving because that's just how I am. I'm always a giver. But would I love to receive? Of course. I just don't know how to take that in. So it's always the type of person you date who can let you let them in. So
Interesting, Joe. That was a phenomenal question. Let's finish the red flags. I think Crystal just finished her red flag, and we have the third red flag. We'll go one more round, and then we'll answer some more IG questions. Go ahead.
too many girlfriends.
What do you mean, like
Just
acquaintances?
friends, yes.
How do you know they're friends or acquaintances? Like let's teach the guys out there that have too many girlfriends to kind of just like, yo, bitch, relax. You know?
So I've been in 2 relationships where they had way too many girlfriends, and I don't care because I respectfully have guy friends. Respectfully, though, I know they're just guy friends. I know that they don't look at me that way. And if they do, that's on their own. They never told me or anything like that. Now, if a position comes up where a guy that I'm friends with starts to act a little disrespectful, a little flirty, whatever, I'm going to put them in their place. But the 2 guys that I've dated, they never done that. And I had to be the disrespectful one and put the bitch in their place and then get disrespectful with the nigga. And then it just all becomes a whole shit. And then they're going to keep doing it. It's never going to stop.
Right.
So,
Gotta train them right?
of course.
Oh, shit. God damn. All right. What about you, Jenny? Third red flag.
Third red flag, a guy that projects. So basically, like if they're
Projects
like,
what?
projects like what they're doing onto you. So if they're constantly like, oh, you cheat on me, or I know you went out with this guy, I know you're texting
Manipulation.
this guy, and it's like, I'm not, but that's what you're doing.
Mm.
A guy that's constantly doing that, he's projecting. That's what he's doing.
What if? Listen, sometimes in my past relationships, I've had like spidey senses. You know, like I know, I get the itch. I'm like, yo, something's
gut
wrong.
feeling.
You know what I'm saying? Like something's wrong. And when a man or when myself, like I would bring it up, you know, like they'll be like, oh no, nothing's going on, but then I'll catch them. You know what I'm saying? Like they're fuckboying, right? Would that be like a red flag? If I'm right?
Well, no, but I'm saying is like a guy who projects is a guy that's doing it himself. So you're doing it. You're doing everything you're accusing me of. You're doing it. That's the red flag.
And it also comes with assumptions too. Like that he's always assuming shit, and you're like no.
Listen,
Right. Like I'm reading the Bible at home.
Exactly.
Like, oh,
I'm
shit.
an open book. I really don't care.
Right.
You want to see my phone? I don't give a shit. I don't have nothing to hide. Look through it. I'll even offer you. Want to see it? Go
What
ahead.
about? All right. Let me step it up. What if your man's wants your location? Would you
I'll give
share
it
it?
to him. I don't care.
Yo, Crystal said, yo, no.
I've done it once.
What about you,
Never
Imelda?
again.
Nah.
I've done it once, never again.
It's like, yo, why are you in the
And-
mall for
and-
fucking extra 10
Well,
minutes?
it depends because now if you're doing it to check me, there's levels to a relationship. If you're still in the I'm testing the waters, there's no reason why you should have locations because it's going to drive you crazy. I wouldn't even want it because I know it's going to drive me crazy. But if I'm at a level with my man where I know that we're both in a good place and we're both like, we're for each other, I'm going to want his location out of his own safety and I want him to have mine out of my own safety.
Oh, so-
but if we're not there, if we're not at that comfortable level, we're not having locations.
Hold on. Wait, hold
But
on.
it comes with a lot of trust issues.
So if a
like,
man wants the location, you're gonna want the location back?
of course,
Yeah, you think that he's just going to have mine?
Okay, wait, pause. So Jenny, you just said that just for security purposes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say we're dating.
Okay.
Okay. I'm getting jumped. I'm in the street. You think I'm gonna call my girl? I'm gonna call Jenny. Yo, Jenny, I need some help. I'm sorry, but you're like, you're strong, but you're not gonna be
What does that have to do
helping
with
other.
anything?
You're not gonna be hopping like 3 or 4 guys off me when I'm.
But what
I'm
does
gonna
that
be
have to
calling
do
the
with
cops, or
anything?
I'm gonna be calling my boys. I'm not gonna be calling
I see
calling my
what you're saying,
girl.
but you're not. It's not what I'm saying.
Okay, well, so give me an example or scenario where where a guy needs a security from Jenny,
Well, it's
from
not so
the
much
location.
of like oh my god, I'm Superman. I'm gonna go protect my man. I'm not
Right.
talking about that. It's
Okay.
just in the sense of like, okay, my man's not answering me. Let me just check real quick where he's at. Okay, he's there. Like, okay, I'm good.
Johnny Paul
Just move
says
on.
that it sounds like trust issues, and what's the point? And he also says it sounds like you're babysitting.
Well,
Yep.
it's not trust issues because again, I'm saying that I would want the locations when I'm at the point where we're cool. Like I don't need to be checking it. It's more of like I have it, you have it.
Okay.
It's not that I'm gonna be on it. Oh shit, blah blah.
Mm.
No.
Okay.
And I don't really care for it. I
Right.
think that.
So
early
if you
on
don't really
it's
care for
toxic.
it, let me just push back. If you don't really care for it, why would you ask for it back?
Because why not have? Why do you just want mine? Why don't we have each other's? It's not. I don't think it's that deep. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, if we don't have each other's locations, this is gonna be a problem. I could give a shit. Like we're good.
So if you give it to him and he says nah when you ask, is it gonna be a big issue?
I mean, it's not gonna be like, oh my god, destroy a relationship, but I'm gonna push a little, but
Right.
it's just again, locations is no.
Okay. All right. What about you, Crystal? You seem like you had a lot to say when I spoke about location. It seemed like you have some experience in it.
No, I actually don't. I can say that in none of my relationships I have had that person's location.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm so
Wow,
serious.
after all these guys that were jealous and insecure?
Yeah.
That's
I
insane.
never gave a location to anyone.
Okay.
I mean, there was only one. There was one. Not all
So
my
you
exes
lied
were
to
like
me
that.
right off the
No,
bat.
I mean, I had to generalize.
This girl
but
packed.
since we're getting like personal, I'll tell you, it was only
Okay.
one.
Just one.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Like, I feel like once you go down that boat, it's hard to come back. So
That's facts.
that's why
So
I've
true.
never, and I've been in situations where I have said, okay, like for us to rebuild trust, we need each other's location. But I stopped myself. I'm like, no, it's gonna drive me crazy. Why am I
Yeah.
gonna do that to myself?
Right.
And I have to, if I have to do that, then the issue is way bigger.
Mm.
Like than a location. It's not gonna
So
solve it.
it's not for each other.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's
Michelle, do we
why-
have any questions?
We have statements and a question.
Okay.
All right, let's hear the questions first, and then we could.
Well, the question is: your boyfriend is a 10, but his best friend is a bisexual lesbian, and they used to have sex with each other. Would you be okay with him staying at his friend?
He has zero. He has zero.
Automatic.
Wait,
He has zero.
wait. I've made the mistake I've made the mistake of answering questions in the past without people hearing the question. Okay. So one more time, Michelle, so I could repeat it for the people out there.
Your boyfriend is a 10,
Your boyfriend is a 10,
but his best friend is a bisexual lesbian.
but his best friend is a bisexual lesbian.
But how you a bisexual lesbian?
And they used to have sex with each other.
Would you be okay with him staying
Would-
over his friend?
It sounds
Would
like
you
a
be
whole
okay
lot.
with him staying over his friend's house?
That's a
Automatic
no,
no.
and he's a zero.
Crystal, you go, and then counterclockwise.
No, it's a no, and he's a zero. Because if you have to go to the extent of explaining to me, oh, but she's a bisexual lesbian, and I'm just staying, like, no. Like, if you guys used to have sex, there's some sort of chemistry there. I'm sorry, but, like, I don't care if you're not going to have sex with her again. It's disrespectful. It should come out of you to be like, nah, like, I'm going to go to your girl's house. Why you got to sleep there? Like, nah, it's a no.
Okay, what about you, Jenny?
First of
This,
all,
this is a very specific scenario. It's crazy.
first of all,
It's just like, yo, it's sunny outside too.
He's not sleeping in any girl's house.
No girl's house.
We're starting with that.
Okay.
Okay. That's okay. If it's like obviously like a cousin or whatever, unless you're like weird.
Well,
or
what
whatever.
if it's a second cousin?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yo,
Well, yo, what's wrong with? I'm not Dominican, but what's wrong with Dominicans?
Los primos se primen now. Nah,
Oh.
not me.
I'm not touching that topic. Yeah, I heard
Just
that.
said that.
All right, Jenny, go ahead. Finish your point.
Yeah, you're not sleeping over any girl's house, and if you slept with her, why are you still talking to her?
Okay. What about you, Melda?
That just means something is still going on. It's
What,
just automatic
but
no.
what if they're besties?
I don't give a fuck if
You're
they're
not
besties.
You're
Oh,
not
shit.
besties.
She could save your life. I don't give a fuck. You're not sleeping over her house.
I'm going to say that I'm not opposed to knowing that you guys in the past had sex. Like, it is what it is. Like, I know you're going to have sex with a bunch of people before
Yeah,
me or
you
whatever.
can't turn back time.
Yeah, but the way you guys treat each other, and especially how I'm involved in the circle, it has to be different. Like, there has to be boundaries at that point.
Would you be like, let's say for you, for example, like would you try to be friends with that person if she is in the circle?
No. I mean, I'm not like stank. Like, like I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be respectful because as long as it wasn't going, like, from my knowledge, if it's not going on while we're together, then that's different.
Right.
But I guess maybe like trust issues comes into that because I have seen and I've experienced where you're very nice to someone and they wanna fuck your man.
Oh,
And
shit.
it's like they will legit be real nice to you. Like, oh girl, you're so pretty. Like,
Yep.
I love your outfit.
Yep.
And they just want to fuck your man. So at that point,
And
we
that's
might as
why-
well skip all of that and we'll just be cordial.
Mm.
And my
that's why-
man now has to put you in your place. Now my man has to create those boundaries
Yep.
because you're his friend, not my friend at the end of the day.
And it's so crazy. A lot of niggas don't know how to put bitches in the
They don't.
fucking
They
spot.
don't.
And
They
I
don't.
already went through that, and that's why I said the whole girlfriends is very limited. I need to see who you really friends with.
Milda, that's
like-
a phenomenal point, and I want to ask you this question. Okay,
I need a refill.
Michelle, can you bring
Just kidding,
the
Michelle. Just keep it handy.
no in the fridge. Yeah. It's Sauvignon Blanc.
It's getting
It needs to
hot.
be.
I'm getting hot.
You have to say it with the French accent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yo, don't put me on the spot, bro. Yeah.
We're going through Brian's fridge here.
There you go. I gotcha. Thank you. I appreciate it.
My service skills came back.
Yeah. All right. So, we good? All right. So, first question, especially after your point, Milda, is can men and women be friends?
I believe so. Yes.
Yes. After the conversation we just had.
But what did I just say earlier? It's very limited. Like, again, I have guy friends where I'm respectfully only guy friends with them. I have never kissed them. We never even had a conversation about sex, about being friendly. No, it's strictly, we just talk bullshit. We could talk about sports, whatever the fuck it is. Respectfully, that's all it is. Now, if I see there's something more, then I know when I'm in a relationship, that's just cut off. That's it. I don't need to think about it.
So what you're saying is you have guy friends, but when you in a committed relationship, you cut those friendships off.
If I'm like really good friends with them and I know there's nothing going on, I'm not gonna cut it off. I'm gonna introduce them to my boyfriend and be like, this is my friend and only friend. And if I need to show them conversations, cool, because obviously the trust needs to come with that. But again, there is friendships, genuine friendships with a guy or with a girl, like vice versa.
Huh. Interesting.
Because let's just say I'm bisexual. I could be friends with a girl, but I could be fucking her too. He's gonna trust me.
Yeah, but that's not the point. That doesn't care. We don't really care.
It's the
If
same
it's two
thing.
girls, I'm sorry. If it's two girls, it's like, all right, have fun.
man.
Yo, matter of fact, yo, bring
But
your
there's
friend
guys
here.
that don't
There's
like
guys that don't
that.
like that.
There's guys.
Yeah, but
guys will say no,
those are
you're
exceptions.
cheating
Those are exceptions.
to you, but a
Those are
lot of
exceptions.
guys.
Most guys would have a
Come on.
blast having a threesome with this girl.
Okay, that's you.
Most girls, most guys.
Most guys, but the two relationships that I had, they were like, no, you're not being friends with that girl because I see there's a little connection. I'm like, okay, cut off. That's it. No, there's no question asked. Whatever you want.
Okay, so let's say, for example, even if you introduce your friends, okay, guy or girl, sex or no sex with them, right? If your man's had an issue with it, you'll cut them off. I just want to be very clear with that for our future conversations on this
If
episode.
I had sex with the person, I'm not introducing them to my boyfriend. That's number one. It's already cut off.
Okay.
That's one.
Oh, that's
So
good.
if I didn't have sex with them and they feel like there's an energy or something more coming from
Yeah,
them,
the vibes.
then yeah, because there is vibes where I have like picked up from a girl that's friends with my like ex-boyfriend, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, what is going on? And I will ask him personally before I make assumptions.
Right.
But there's times that you do feel the vibes off the girl and you're like, no, she likes him.
Okay.
And you know.
All right. What about you, Jenny?
I think they could be friends because I have a close guy friend and I have two close guy friends, and one of them, he's in a full-blown relationship with a kid, and another one, he's single. He's doing his thing. But I think it all depends. There's boundaries to everything. And I've always been the type where, like, if I'm going to make you my close friend, there's absolutely nothing. No shot, no chance. And the moment it peaks, we're done. Like, it's not happening. I can't have you as a friend because now you're trying to cross that boundary, and I'm not into that. And in my past relationship, like, I always make it clear in the very beginning, like, I have this close friend and you'll meet him once you start meeting my friends. And I've never had an issue. Like, and so of course, any guy's going to be like, oh, like raise an eyebrow, right? Just like I would with a girl. And it's normal, but it has to come from you to make sure you set those boundaries and you introduce the friends to your partner, because then you won't have an issue. Now, if I don't know where we're like 6 months, a year, and all of a sudden you have this new friend that's supposedly your best friend, absolutely the fuck not. No.
That shit off.
No. That's not a best friend. No, it's not.
All right. What about you, Crystal?
I think that yes, I personally have a best friend that's a guy. So I think we can be friends. Like it has been said here. Like, as long as the boundary is not crossed, like it's normal. Like, it's good. And if you're in a relationship, you have to give your man or girlfriend reassurance of that friend. You have to include them. You have to make them help them understand that it's really just a friendship.
Interesting. So, I personally do not think men and women can be friends. Okay.
Tell us why.
So, you guys are all attractive young ladies here. Okay. Imagine if you guys were 600 pounds. Do you guys think that guy friend is going to be so committed to the friendship?
You'd be surprised.
I think so. If you're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're genuine friends, then yes.
All three of you guys, yes.
Yes.
Okay. 600 pounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're friends. You're not like physically like if I'm physically attracted to, let's say, my friend, now it's up to my friend what he's going to do. The ball is in his court. He can either be my friend, like he always has, or he can pull a move on me. But now he has the risk of me possibly, right? If we're just
Exactly.
friends,
And
stuffing
you know what's crazy? A lot of men will stay in the friend zone and wait for the opportunity. Okay? So let's say, for example, I'm your friends. Okay? And I do not have the balls to ask you guys out. And you guys are in a committed relationship. And then you guys go in the funk. And you guys post a thirsty story on your Instagrams. Or matter of fact, since we fucking besties, you'll text me and be like, hey, listen, like I need to have a drink. I fought with little Jimmy. We need to go to a bar. I need to drink my ass off because I am hurting and I need a friend to speak to.
Yeah.
And my girl Rebecca, she's busy. So Brian, I need you. Yo, listen, if I was one of these losers that's going to be in a friend zone, I'm just going to be like, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Crystal. Yeah, sure, Jenny. Yeah, sure, Milda. I'll go with you. And we'll sit down. We'll have a few drinks. And I'm going to shoot my shot. And I'm going to see if there's any openings to have my foot in that doorstep so that I could knock.
But you see, like, if it gets to that point, then we were never really friends. Because I feel like a true friend is not going to risk the friendship.
Right.
They're
And
not gonna risk the friendship.
you know what? I can guarantee you that if you guys hit up any one of your guy besties, right?
mine.
Your
bet
big
you
bro
100.
or your little
Right,
bro.
not mine.
I could guarantee if you guys call them, most likely they're probably on the live on YouTube or whatever. Okay? But if you call them and say, listen, I'm a little drunk, I'm horny, can you come over? I'm single, I'm telling you 9 times out of 10, this guy's gonna be like, yo, what's your address? Where? Do you want me to bring some wine? You want some fucking Uber Eats?
I'm telling
I'll bring
you
in some
that-
food.
No.
9 times out of 10.
My friend is going to deadass be like, yo, what's
wrong with you?
What's up
Yup.
with you?
Like,
Yeah,
you
Genesis'
good?
friend
Did you
gonna do
call
the
the
same.
wrong person?
He gonna check me.
Yeah.
So you're saying if you give them the opportunity to have sex with you, you don't think they would even think about it?
Listen, a man is a man.
Exactly.
A man is a
Please,
man.
thank you, Jenny. Preach. A guy, like there's been times, and especially in the past episodes, where there's been multiple statements where you guys use similar statements, synonyms, that men are dogs. We're very sexual beings. Okay, we're polygamous. We want, if we had the option to have sex with multiple women at the same time, and trust me, a lot of men do not have the option. Okay, most men do not have the option. They would. Okay, so if again you guys are attractive women, if you guys are not 600, if you guys were 600 pounds, I'm sure if you text them, hey, I just broke up with my boyfriend,
fucked up.
can we go get a drink? They're gonna be like, yo, I'm a bit busy. I'm with the boys. But if you guys are attractive.
Nah, you'd be
And
surprised.
they're saying, hey, let's hang out. We're going to stop hanging out with the boys because I'm a loser and I'm going to hang out with y'all and because I'm going to shoot my shot.
Look, no matter what, yes, I know niggas will put it in any fucking hole because no matter if she's 600 pounds or 10 libras, 10 pounds, he will fuck the
Exactly. So
raw and everything.
Exactly.
But
so then
but
are they
there's-
really your
but-
friends then?
But there's genuine friendships as well, and that's what you're not
There
getting.
is such thing as genuine friendships. Again, like I said, a man is a man. Maybe for a split second, they're like, shit. Like, I could probably sleep with her, but a true friend is going to snap out of it and be like, no, absolutely not.
Listen,
It's
I think women have this superpower where they can really control their because sex is so easy for women, you guys can control your libido, like your drive. Us men, because it's very hard to have sex with attractive women, we can't control our libido. We can't control our drive unless we have options and we could access it whenever we want. But let me tell you, 75% or 80% of men in the US, they're not getting laid. Okay? So they can't control their libido. So if they had the opportunity to hit you guys up and be like, yo, let's fuck, and you guys will be like, okay, like, yo, I'm telling you 9 times out of 10, they're going to put it on the table.
But if they're a true friend, they're going to look past that. I'm not saying it won't cross their mind, but if they're a true friend, they're gonna be like, shit, I
it
gotta
could go
see
for
what's
the
worth
same
it.
as the woman, because they could be best friends with a hot guy best friend, and they'd be like, I will fuck him, but the friendship matters more. Like, it crosses their mind, but at the end of the day, if you're a genuine friend, you're gonna be like, the friendship matters more. Because if you fuck them, then you end up, you ruin the whole relationship.
All right.
the friendship
Let me
pretty
be
much.
raw here. What is the benefit of having a girlfriend? Not a girlfriend, but a girlfriend.
We're the best wing woman when you go out.
Okay.
And personally, what I love about my like guy best friend is
Besides
that
not paying for people going out with your guy friends and things like that.
no, it's
No, you guys split the bill, or you end up taking out the guy. You pay
I've
for the whole
done it.
thing.
No,
I've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, we're
I-
talking about guy friend
Well,
or
guy best
boyfriend?
friend.
No, a guy friend.
A guy friend?
friend.
Guy friend.
No, my guy best friend doesn't let me pay the bill. He'll pay the bill.
Look at that. Yo, free food and free drinks for Crystal. What's the benefit of a girl
He gives
friend?
me a good. I give him a perspective, and he gives me a perspective.
There's that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
A
vibes.
perspective in what?
And
I
women.
want you to finish the point. Okay.
He tells me his stuff, and I give him my opinion.
Have
And
you
the
ever
same way,
heard?
vice
Have you ever
versa.
heard the topic or the term? You ask fishermen how to fish. You don't ask the fish how to fish.
No, I haven't.
Okay. Well, when you are asking advice on women, you want to ask other guys. You want to ask fishermen.
And
You
I'm
don't want to
sure-
ask the fish. Oh, what do you feel when you end up
But
grabbing
you
the
see,
hook
like,
on the
I
water?
feel like you're like basically saying that a woman's opinion is not even valid. Like my opinion is valid. What you think is probably not what the woman thinks. And I'm letting you know how she's really thinking. Because it's happened where we've gotten to arguments. He's like, nah, it's this way. I'm like, I'm telling you that it's this way. And it turns out to be that way.
Yep.
And then he'll be like, oh, you were right. And you have to
It's-
listen
it
to a
sounds-
woman.
it sounds like they don't
You
have any
to
guy
listen to a woman.
backbone,
They
guy
do.
friends that they
do.
have, you know?
Trust me, they
Maybe-
do.
Because this is the thing too.
They can't have, bro. That's all it is.
Go ahead, Melda.
To me as well is like, okay, like you guys are best friends, right? 9 times out of 10, the guy doesn't want to go to their own boys because their own boys are trying to fuck their girl.
That's a fact.
So why would they go to like their homeboys, or they might not
yeah.
even get the girl's
Yo,
perspective out of a
I
guy?
feel like you guys are describing losers.
No, it's with anybody.
Not losers at
No,
all.
like listen, successful men have successful people around them, and successful people around them are not going to be
A
doing
guy
things
is
like
never
that.
gonna have a girl's perspective.
Because these successful men have options.
You
No
could be
matter
successful
what.
and be a loser.
Exactly. Because I've met.
There's a lot
many.
of those. They think that just because you got money, that they're
You
the
mean
shit.
shit?
No,
to,
you're
to
not.
me,
No,
the
you're
more
not.
money you make, the more piece of
That's
shit you
why
are.
I'd rather take the 50K over 100K because if you're gonna be a fucking loser, you could keep your money, and I'll
Yep.
take the guy that's 50K that's gonna treat me right.
That's a good point. Both of you guys, Crystal and Milda, said you guys wanted a successful man. And successful men end up having options. They're not losers if they have they have 6 figures and they have a 6-inch dick with some girth. Right, Milda?
A man could be making $20,000 a year, and this nigga have mad options
Yeah. It happens a
because
lot.
he has
Oh,
a big
please.
dick.
Those
and
are
he thinks that
actually,
él
no.
es
they
macho
need to
chulo.
fill their ego
No.
even
Come on
more
But
because they
guess-
don't
but-
have the money
but
to,
guess-
to
you're
sustain
completely
themselves.
right,
They
you
got
know-
mad
And they
time
need
to-
women.
You know,
they
right.
need women for that.
But they have a timeline. So for example, if a man who's 21, 6 feet, good looking, he'll get laid. But there's gonna be a point, depending on the girls, there's gonna be a point where the girl's gonna be like, yo, this man has nothing going on for him. You guys want an ambitious man. You guys want someone with the drive. You guys want someone with goals. Yes or no?
Yes.
So if this guy who's good looking, who's 21, who's broke, living with his mom, he's not gonna have an opportunity with successful women like you because you guys don't date down.
Okay,
It depends the situation, yeah.
Right.
Like
That's not-
I do want a man with
That's
6
number one.
figures, but if I meet him when he's starting off at 80K, I don't know, like.
We're talking
eventually
about
he's gotta-
like a fucking loser.
okay.
No,
Living with
that's
his
not a
mom,
loser.
20,000.
Money
You end up
isn't
saying
everything.
20,000.
Money is not everything.
Just because
Right.
20,000 doesn't make you a loser.
But
you don't know what there are. There.
So
Exactly.
who's all right? So perfect. This is a good point. So for a man, what makes you a winner?
For a man,
Your personality has a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
That's great.
If you
but
have 6 figures in the bank, that's cool. That's awesome. But if your personality does not match up to those 6 figures,
you're
you're
a
a
piece of shit.
shitty ass person.
Yeah.
You're always gonna be shitty.
that's perfect. But with the personality does not make a man successful in life.
Yes, it does.
Yes,
Oh,
it
so
does.
An
a
arrogant
guy
man
who's
can get his
35 or
way.
40 years old, because he's a nice guy and he's hilarious and he has a little bit of sense of humor, you think he's going to be successful, have a dime, end up being successful, buying some real estate, having a good circle
So,
around
okay,
them?
so
How is that success?
So can I ask you what's
What we're saying,
Go, Michelle. Take the mic, Michelle.
from the beginning of the episode, you asked women
Right.
point of view. What makes a man's qualities good to us? So he answered what those qualities are. So regardless if you're rich, poor,
You're completely right. And they ended up saying, hold on, Michelle. So Michelle's point right now is that in the beginning of the episode, I asked what qualities make this man the ideal man, etc. 2 out of the 3 girls ended up saying this man needs to have 6 figures. And then I think one of them said a 6-inch dick, and then the other one said a 6-inch dick. At least Jenny was just like, yo, this guy could be tall, and this guy could have a 6-inch dick. Okay, great. So everybody wants decent dick. One needs to be tall, and the other 2 needs to be financially successful.
Yes.
Listen, guys, a man builds his own value. A man cannot be successful in life without money. We need money. We need success to end up propelling ourselves to the next level. If we don't have money, we're fucking losers. We're still living with our moms then.
So I guess the better question is, if they had the personalities checked but not the 6 figures, would you still take him? That's his point.
Yes,
Okay,
I
if
will.
That's the question. Then yes, I would.
And that's a perfect point. Yes, they will take them because their biological clock is going to get into a point where they're going to be scrambling. Okay? And most women, when they end up reaching a certain age, they're going to end up scrambling. And then they're going to be like, all right, I either have this maybe short guy who's successful, he really loves me, I'm going to pop a kid with him, and I'm going to need that security because I'm 28 or 30 or 35, etc. And I'm competing with these young 20, 21-year-olds.
I just feel like at that point, like, what's the perfect scenario then? No one wins there. You know what I
It's not
mean?
even that.
The,
What's
the
point?
perfect scenario is a woman settling down when they're at their peak.
Then I'm sorry, she has no
No.
self-love.
Yeah.
What
That's just
and
not
no
what is
society
what
we're
is
living in.
self-love? What is self-love, Milda?
What is self-love?
Yeah.
Self-love is you truly loving yourself. That's number one.
I hope
You're-
people love themselves.
Oh, but you'll be surprised. 2 years ago, I did not love myself. And now I do love myself. And I find myself meeting guys who I would date now at a better perspective. And that you loving yourself, you vibe, like your vibes is coming out. So if you're looking yourself as a shitty person, you're gonna meet shitty people too. If you loving yourself, you're gonna meet people that will love you. So again, a guy can have 6 figures, no six figures, but if he's treating you like shit, then a lot of women would rather take that just because he got 6 figures. And I'd rather not.
That's a good point, Milda. So I want to ask you. You said you weren't loving yourself before. What does not loving yourself mean?
Like looking at yourself in the mirror and telling yourself all these negative things about yourself.
Well,
Okay.
honestly,
You don't believe in yourself. Like it goes a very long way.
I feel like it could either be even deeper than that, because I could, like, all my life I could say that I loved myself, but at the end of the day, I really didn't start loving myself until now because I was not putting myself first. I could think that I'm beautiful, I could think that I'm successful and all this shit, but at the end of the day, if I'm not putting myself first, I don't really love myself.
Yep.
And
Okay.
putting yourself first means sometimes denying a 6-figure good-looking
Yes.
man.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. And I've done
It
it.
looks good, but
Yes.
Yep.
we have to be like, no, we said we
Yeah.
were gonna fall for the fuckery. This is the flag. Don't
Yep.
ignore the
Yes.
flag.
But listen. So there's some pushback here. But at the end of the day, the first, and this is why I asked, because I'm a phenomenal host. This is why I asked the question first. What is your ideal guy? And the first thing you guys said, and for most people, Jenny's an exception. She likes tall, broke guys. I don't know why. You know, but most girls want someone who's ambitious, which is a quality for success. Financial success. Wants goal-oriented, which is financial success. And then most of the time for the first part of the episode, you guys have been describing, well, I give this guy, business advice. I'm basically his business manager and da-da-da. At the end of the day, you guys want some financial success from this man.
Because I know I could do it myself.
Okay,
If
so
a
then,
man can't do it, then I'm not gonna be with that person. I'm sorry. No.
exactly. And then you're going to end up looking for someone who can do it themselves. That
Exactly.
makes...
And
that
then we
ends
could
up
do it
making
together.
themselves successful.
You have to have the drive and the goal to get there. You could be at 20K,
Yep.
but if you have a goal and you are aiming for it, I'm with you all the way.
1,000.
But if
Yo,
you're
I'm sorry,
not,
Jenny, but
then
you're
I'm
going to
not
be
doing
wasting
it.
times with fucking losers then.
So
then
why
I'm
do
not
guys
saying-
do it? Let's just ask that. Why do guys do it?
Do what?
why do you guys end up, let's just say you have fucking 10 figures and you end up dating a girl who she's making fucking $50,000, because a lot of guys do this. They have fucking 6 figures and they date a girl who barely has nothing.
Okay, wait.
They're a loser, man.
so
you guys are
mean they're a
describing
loser?
losers.
But in the last conversation we had, you said that you'd rather date someone who doesn't have it all. And
Listen, if I'm dating, if I'm dating a woman who an adult, a woman who's an adult. Describe a woman who's an adult. Someone who has a job, someone who takes care of herself, maybe someone who's able to survive on their own without their family or their parents. That's an adult. Congratulations. Someone who went to school, etc. So that's an adult. That's not a huge accomplishment for a girl. And if that's an accomplishment for a girl, your threshold for women, their perspectives is very, very low. Okay, that's number one. Number two, successful men do not care about a woman who ends up making money. And if they do, that's a huge red flag.
Wait, so you wouldn't date a woman that makes more money than you?
No,
Does
I would
it
not.
intimidate you?
No, I would not.
Why?
Because I want to be in control with the relationship. I'm going to be financially.
like, I understand
how
you want
can
to
I
be a
say this?
provider, but now you controlling the relationship. That's a big ass fucking no.
I 100%. I'm big on like on my
You're a
man
red
making
flag.
more money.
Okay, so
than me.
at the end of the day, you don't want a leader. You don't want a leader in your relationship.
I do want a leader in my
We
relationship.
could both be
No, but you-
leaders.
How can both be leaders?
That's tough. That is tough.
And that's the masculine.
That's tough.
No, I'm asking a question. I'm asking a
A man
question.
will
How
be
how could two people
okay,
be leaders?
Let's just say for one. Let's just say there's problems in the relationship. Like, there's something going on between us that we don't know how. Majority of the fucking time is always the girl pushing forward for the problem to be resolved. Okay? Financially, it's always the guy, obviously. But also, women can help financially because she can be, for example, mathematically better. Financially, know how to fucking save, know how to put money all around areas that a man sometimes can't even do. He just knows how to make money. Woman, here, do the accounting pretty much. So that's leadership as well.
And there's men that don't even let their women even handle the bills.
Oh,
Like
of
the woman
course.
is just in denial. But I look at it more as in like you're dating. If you date someone right now, you're dating to marry that person, right? You want them to be your wife, or you don't believe in marriage.
That's a good conversation. Let's say yes.
Okay, because if you say yes, the way that I look at it, this is how I look at it. If you're looking to date someone that doesn't have, let's just say, yeah, they're an adult, but they don't really have anything going for themselves, kind of like how you said, right? And you're the 6 figures, you did the houses, you did everything. And now the marriage is over and you guys are getting divorced. Now that person has ownership of everything that you worked for.
Right.
Everything that you hard work, sweat, money. Now that person gets to benefit from that.
Right.
And, at this point in your life, you guys are separating. You kind of don't want anything to do with them,
Okay.
So how is that fair? I feel like a man who's successful should look for a woman who's equally successful.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, a woman who has earned her stuff as well knows the value of money.
No, but that's why we don't care what you guys end up making. Like listen, that's why
you just
listen,
said you did.
and no, I don't.
You just said that you wouldn't date a woman that makes more than you. You just said that.
Yeah, and I wouldn't date, and I would date someone who will make less than me.
yourself now.
I'm not. I never said that I'm gonna date someone who's
how you were
okay. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
Spicy. It's spicy.
I would date someone who makes less than me. I would never date someone who makes more than me.
Okay.
Period. That's it. End of story. This girl could be a fucking teacher making $30,000 a year. She could work at CVS making $8 an hour.
can I know
Or she
why?
can make $100,000 a year, which is fine. Great. I make more than that. Cool. That's fine. At the end of the day, I'm still making more than that girl.
I get it because I would want a man who I wouldn't want to make more than my man, right? I'm open to dating a guy that makes less than me. I'm not saying that I'm not.
The
That's what I'm
success
saying.
rate of a relationship
But
that isn't successful, isn't good if a woman makes more than a man.
Who says that? Where do you?
Okay.
Where's the
okay.
stats?
All right. So let's say this. Would you maintain a man?
no.
Yes, I would.
Point,
I've
point,
done,
point,
I've done it
point
before.
given. Point given. You would.
Yes, I would.
If I'm helping him build,
I'm
yes.
already with him.
If I'm exactly, if I'm building with him, like yes,
If he's my house husband, I'm paying.
exactly. But if I know that I'm so in love with this person and I'm in this relationship to marry him, and let's just say he had a fucking downfall, you're telling me that she's gonna fucking get up and walk out because he
saying
had a
long
downfall?
term, though. Long term.
term or short term?
So long term, so the whole time you're just gonna be maintaining this guy. He's gonna be at home. You're gonna be working
I
your
never
ass
said
off.
it's gonna be a long term. Like
You just said it was long term.
I said
If
long
he's
term with the
trying to-
relationship.
If we have an established relationship and something happens, then I agree with her point. Now,
If what?
If we have an established relationship already, right?
Right. Everybody has their own role.
We're years in, right?
Right.
And you lose your job.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold it down.
Okay.
No problems. No
Temporarily.
questions asked. Temporarily. It
Exactly.
goes back to the fact that I'm gonna push you
That's cool.
to do
Exactly.
something. Yeah.
But you just said it doesn't.
No, I
it
meant
doesn't
long term in a
mind.
relationship.
So you wouldn't, or you would long term maintain your man's.
Not for a long time. I'm gonna push him to be like, hey,
Yeah.
like what's going on?
Yeah.
Let's
I
talk
had to
here
check
and
you.
there.
I had to check you.
Nah, I meant the relationship. I get what you're saying because
I had to check you.
it's also what is.
Ryan came ready today.
All right. Any questions before we end up moving forward?
There's this guy who said if he's already successful before he meets you, you need to have a skill that fulfills an actual need in his business.
Well,
To
you know,
That's a
you
good
know
question.
what? I agree with
That's a
that.
good point.
I agree
Hell
with
yeah.
that.
Yeah, of course.
And that's
Oh, yeah.
the whole point. The same thing with us maintaining him. I'll maintain you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If there's a goal that
Yes.
Of course,
Exactly.
there's a goal.
Go in your trade school. Are you going in your
Like, what's
Yes.
the next step?
You're not.
What's the
I'm not
hustle?
gonna maintain you, and you're playing video games all day.
No.
That's a no. Like I will throw the Xbox out the balcony, out the window.
Yup.
Like it's
Right.
not happening.
So at the end of the day, I think all you ladies want a man who makes more than you. Yes or no?
Yes.
Let's say long term.
I'm gonna.
Let's be very, very clear. Long term.
I'm gonna say yes, just because.
If you had a choice.
if I had a choice, yes, because
Perfect.
I feel like admiration is very important.
Good.
I wanna
Jenny,
admire
what about you?
Say it again.
Do you want a man who makes more than you? Long
Yes.
term.
I do, because I want him to, like, if we have kids, I want him to be able to look out for the kids. I will have put my part as well, but I want it to be together. And then also I do want to. What?
Hold on, elaborate. What do you mean together?
What do you mean? What's wrong with together?
No, but like what do you mean? What do you mean together? Like I need some details. Like what do you so like raising the child together, obviously, or okay, all right, child. Okay, cool. Continue. No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Cuz I thought you were like paying bills together now, and then like you guys are like equally putting down, when you just said that you wanted someone more successful than you financially.
I'm saying in the sense, like, I would want a man that's more successful or makes a little more money, because at the end of the day, I don't want to be the head honcho of the relationship. That's not, I like being submissive in my relationship, so I may
good.
not agree, but that's my thing.
It's a good quality.
But I'm not going to be a broke bitch. I'm going to have my own,
Right.
but I want my man to have that power. You're not going to control me, but I want you to feel like that alpha. I want you to feel like you hold it down, because that's what a man wants to do. And I want that from my man. I want that for myself.
That's great. What about you, Milda?
I really don't care.
You don't care.
No, I don't. Like, I get a man wants to be the top notch because he wants to be a provider. That's cool.
Right.
But if I'm making more than you, why would there be a difference? Why would we act differently? Like, I don't understand.
All right, so Milda, I'm a little confused here. We first started off with you will maintain a man. Okay? And then we went to only temporarily. Now you don't care if you date long term with a man who makes less than you?
I never changed my answer.
So I just want to be
Whether he
very
makes
clear
less-
for the people in the
Whether
episode.
he makes less than me or more than me, if I'm in a long-term relationship with this person, there's a
Right.
fallout, I will hold it down. Now, is it going to be a long-term? No. And it's going to be for the same for the man. The man is not going to hold it down for a woman for a fucking long-term and not her not doing shit at
we
home.
are. We are.
Well, it depends on what
And
she
it's
provided.
happened from the beginning of time. Like even kings from the fucking medieval
kings?
times, we've like maintained their wife. The wife
Look.
was just staying
Yeah,
home.
But are you maintaining her, and is she providing, like, is she cooking for you, is she cleaning for you, or are you just straight providing for this girl?
Yeah, of course.
Just her not doing anything for you.
No, just like you said, cooking,
cleaning,
cleaning, doing all those things.
and I made just about the same. We never.
And that's why it didn't work out. You guys made the same. Or, you felt like you had the power because you ended up making a little bit more.
It was the healthiest relationship I ever had. Eddie was the one I was in a relationship with.
It's just balance. You guys had a connection when you
We
guys.
never went above each other.
Exactly.
Everything was half.
Nah.
Now the first year, everything was given to me for free. But then when I made the same amount that he made, he was like, "Baby, I need a little." I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. We can split it."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it worked out, and no, I didn't go above him. No.
Yeah. Listen, is again, I don't want to I don't want to put your business out there, but like we don't know how that could have ended, so like we can't comment on that. Is there any questions on Instagram before we move on?
There's a couple, yes.
All right, so let's tackle those questions before I get into some spicier fucking questions.
Okay, Brian, you met a woman that's a 10, but her best friend is bisexual, gay, bottom. She tells him everything about her sex life. Will you be okay with that?
What the hell's going on with these bisexual?
With the bisexual shit, yo.
Who's asking these questions?
No, I feel like that's a good question.
All right, hold on, Brian. I have
Trying to have a fucking
where is
threesome.
this? All right.
Rocket Man. He's the one.
Right, all right, I see it. Brian, you meet a woman that's a 10, but her best friend is a bisexual gay bottom. I don't know what that means. Is that a guy or a girl?
I think it's a guy.
Okay, she tells him everything about her sex life. Will you be okay with that? No, because he's bisexual. Even if he was homosexual, I think low key there's always like that, that I don't know. I damn, I don't want to get canceled, but I do not trust any man. Period.
He said no man is going to be friends with a 6.
I'm sorry, I can't. I don't trust you. Fuck, I lost the questions. What's the next question?
I have female friends that have been super vulnerable around me.
I have female friends that have been super vulnerable around me.
And I still bite my thumb and hold the friend line. Oh, the friend line.
Thank you.
Or hold the friend zone, I guess.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So that's a
repeat this
genuine
again.
friendship.
Hold on.
Holds
Repeat
it
that
down.
again. Repeat that again.
Brian, I have female friends that have been super vulnerable around me.
Right.
And I still bite my thumb and hold them as friend zone.
Okay, perfect. All right, so this is a perfect scenario. Yeah, he thinks he caught me. Y'all think y'all caught me, but y'all didn't caught me. Okay? So this man says he bites his thumb and keeps himself in the friend zone. At the end of the day, this motherfucker bites his thumb, meaning he wants his dick coming out of his pants because he wants to lay down the pipe
But we
on this
mentioned
girl.
that
But we
earlier.
said
But then
that
again, he
men
just
are men.
said that he holds his tongue or by his tongue,
listen,
whatever
but
the
at
fuck
the
it
end of-
is.
listen, at the
because
end of the day-
he'd rather be friends with her.
You completely right. You're completely right.
Okay, so then-
but at the
yeah.
end of the day, his natural evolutionary biological
And we
drive
didn't deny
is
that.
to
Deny that.
is to attack the gazelle.
Okay, we agreed with you.
And
Okay?
I said it with women
Now
too.
let's say I'm assuming this guy in this scenario is sober. Let's say. Now let's say there's alcohol involved. Yo, I'm sorry, but this guy's not gonna be able to control himself.
Yes.
Now, are you gonna be with your bestie or your best friend or your big bro when there's and you're gonna
Yeah, but
avoid
if you're
alcohol?
my
Like, no,
boyfriend,
you can't even be friends with that.
If you're my boyfriend and I'm out drinking with my best friend alone, then and I see that my best friend's, that's where like the relationship needs to be established. We have to trust each other. If my best friend's getting out of hand, it's now on me. The ball is in my court. Okay, you're getting out of hand. I'm going home.
Mm.
Like it goes back to trust.
gotta
It
put them
goes
on
back
their
to
spot,
trust at the
too.
end of the day. Like you have to trust your girlfriend when she tells you this is my friend and I have no intention. The same way that us women, like you said, we have to eat it. We have to accept it that you have a friend and potentially nothing will happen. Okay, well now we have to trust you to now for that to play out. So if the ball is in my court, my best friend is being on me, like he's drunk, now it's on me. Now everything is on me. If something happens, it's on me. Because at the end of the day, the girl really has the final say.
Correct.
So if we go to bed together, I said yes.
Yep.
Facts, cause y'all control the access to sex.
We control it, yes.
Right.
That's what I said.
Y'all control your access for sex just because it's rare.
Right.
Because
Wait, what?
dogs.
Wait, hold
They
on,
put
hold on.
their dicks in a hole
Hold on.
anywhere.
The question is, why can't a man control the access to sex?
Yeah, because it's rare that y'all get pussies landing on your laps.
if we were
It's not-
able to
I don't think
control
it's rare.
the access to sex, there would be sexual charges against us. Because at the end of the day, if there was no, let's say, punishment to not control our natural actions to want to have sex with multiple women or want to have sex with, let's say I see an attractive girl down the street, oh, I would fuck her, and then my natural instinct will be to fuck her, there will be a sexual fucking charge. Okay, so yeah, no, we can't control our access. We have a question here. How much for them feet pics, Jenny? That's crazy. Yo, listen, that's number one, that's fucking nasty.
Wait,
All right.
why is it nasty?
Because feet are disgusting. That's
oh my
why.
God, get out of the fucking.
Yo, she's trying to start a business.
Hold up.
Let her promote.
Yo. Jenny,
Yo,
we
trying to get
established
through
this
school.
shit. Your feet are. Oh, all
Bro,
right, go
you've
ahead.
never seen my feet.
No,
first
I
of all.
haven't, but like
Got
still.
some cute ass feet. I'm gonna tell
Yo,
you.
pause.
Fucking
All right,
haters.
Jenny,
So I'm
answer the
guessing you
question. How
never-
much?
Bro, I don't know. Name your price. I've never done it.
God
bro.
damn,
We'll
bro.
start this business. I need
The
to get through
fuck?
school.
Yo, I got the lighting. in
Go
this
start
bitch.
off at
Let me know.
$30 a picture.
I need royalties. I'm providing the equipment. That's crazy.
No way. It's like, yo, if you throw out his Xbox, you're vandalizing his property, and you'll end up in civil claims court.
who is this guy? Damn,
That's
you
facts.
really went
If you
deep.
throw out if you throw out his Xbox, you're gonna be ending up in civil court.
He should have been on his
That's crazy.
ass playing Xbox all day and not working.
Next one, ladies. Does Brian meet your height requirement to date you? That's actually hilarious. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take it.
I didn't say 6 feet.
All right, go ahead.
To the one that
Crystal.
said 6 foot.
Damn, Brian. I don't know.
Go ahead. It's a simple yes or no.
No.
No? Okay. Milda.
No,
No. Crystal.
but I've dated shorter, so I don't even get this question to myself.
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
If
All
you
right.
find a man that's good looking and muscular, and he's 5'5" and keeps his socks on when naked, you keep him or you pass on him?
Pass.
Wait. Like
can you
break it
repeat
down.
that? Yeah,
Wait,
can you
break
repeat
it
that
down so I can say it
scenario?
again. Break it down so I can say it again.
It says,
Ladies,
you find a man that's good looking and muscular,
you find a man who's good looking and muscular,
but he's 5'5",
but he's 5'5"
and keeps his socks on when naked.
and keeps his socks on when
bed.
naked.
I don't mind that.
Or pass on him.
Keep him or pass on. So this guy's muscular. He's 5'5". By the way, guys, the ladies out there who like short guys, I'm 5'8". All right, I'm not short. I just
Listen,
gotta throw it out there. Anyway,
that-
so this guy's muscular. He's 5'5". He keeps his socks on. Is that a fuck or a dub? Go ahead,
dub.
Crystal first.
I mean, I need more to be honest, but 5'5". Nah, because if I wear 4-inch heels, you're a dub. So.
Oh shit. Okay, Jenny.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it real. Height is very important for me. I'm really short though, so I probably shouldn't talk. But
No facts. You're like 4'11",
but
girl.
listen, I'm gonna be honest. I like a man with height. And why are you keeping your socks on? Like,
Oh, yeah, no, you're gonna, bro. You're
During
gonna be
sex? Like, why?
slipping on the wooden floors, bro. You need traction. I said this in a previous episode. You need to take your socks off so that you have traction. You could go on different positions, so you won't be sliding off. You know, I mentioned this in
I
the
don't
previous
mind the
episode.
socks though, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like feet. So like
it's not that deep though. It's just
the feet with
Get
the
naked,
socks don't
Yo,
bother me.
see, you could tell Jenny loves feet, guys.
Yes, she does.
All right, Milda, go ahead.
I said it's a dub.
That's dub. All right, guys. All right, so next question. All right, this is good. The craziest sex story. Crystal, it seemed like you had something to say. Crystal, you go first. Go
Me
ahead.
go first.
Yeah.
Craziest.
Go ahead. Crazy sex story.
Damn.
Come on, there has to be one off the top of your head. I know you're kind of like not trying to give this guy like the spotlight. You don't even have to say his name. Just fucking describe the situation.
I had sex at a red light. It was fun.
Damn.
was
So
a
that
quickie?
was like
Yeah, it was a
15 seconds.
No, we lasted a little longer when the light turned green, but it was
Oh shit.
honestly.
So was
the,
everybody honking?
the adrenaline was there.
Was
Like,
popping.
I top top moment.
Oh shit, that's great. Jenny, what about you?
Damn, I don't really know. The only thing I can think of is at an airport.
At an airport.
Wow.
That's pretty dope.
It's
That's
parking lot
dope.
though.
Oh, all right.
Let's not get that crazy.
Oh shit. Yo, my man, you gotta take her into the fucking airport. Goddamn, just fuck. Yo, for.
They were stressed out with the line.
Yo, for. Milda, go ahead. For some reason, I feel like you have a crazy story.
Me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Milda. See, she's still laughing.
I mean, I have two,
All right, 2. Go ahead.
but I'm gonna just give one.
All right, go ahead.
I wasn't included, but I saw a couple fuck right in front of me.
Oh, no, that shit don't count. Give me the next one. Give me the next one.
Threesome.
Threesome, all right. Was it a crazy place or
Actually dated them for like 7 months.
like both?
Yeah.
2 guys or?
No, it was a girl and a guy.
Oh, okay. That's cool. See, what did I say? If you're bisexual and a guy welcomes another girl into the relationship, it's completely fine. It doesn't matter if 2 girls, if your girl is literally cheating with another girl, it doesn't fucking matter. Most guys are going to welcome it. There's some guys that are very, very extremely territorial, but most of the time they're going to welcome the friend.
Okay.
Just makes my point.
If you say so.
All right. So, next spicy question. Why do men get bashed for dating young girls?
I don't know. I feel like men are always kind of looking for young girls, especially older
Especially
men.
at a certain
I would
age.
love
Yeah.
to share my perspective, but I want to hear your perspectives first.
I feel like they would only get bashed like if the age difference is very visible.
Like what?
Like let's say like I'm ODing, but like 70 to like a 24-year-old.
Okay.
Like a good example I think would be like Mark Anthony and his
current wife,
current
yeah.
wife.
What's the age gap? I don't follow gossip
She's
or
like
E or
22
anything.
or
Yeah,
something, and
yeah.
he's like in the 50s,
yeah.
late 50s.
All right, so he's in his 50s.
She's in her 20s, her early 20s.
All right, and that's a little weird. Why?
I guess it's weird because people look at it as like I feel like, not for nothing, I kind of feel for men in that aspect because they're looked more as perverts as you're going for the younger girl. Like in Mark Anthony's case, he has a daughter that's close to her age, so they're like, that's practically like dating your daughter.
Yeah.
And I feel like that backlash is a little like, like it's a little ignorant because at the end of the day, like when you're looking for a partner, I think everyone wants to be attracted to their partner. So if they find attractive, he's not going and dating his daughter. He's going and dating a stranger initially when they started.
So do you think that's okay?
I think it's okay because at the end of the day, like if they're married like they are now or like whatever, if you have an established relationship with that age gap, you are consenting to that relationship as well. It's not
because I've heard multiple stories that say or multiple bashes that are just like, yo, why are you dating this young girl? She's inexperienced. She's a child. She's a little girl.
Yeah,
da, da,
and
da.
I feel like that's like lame because at the end of the day, like number one, in my opinion, age doesn't matter because you never know someone's story. Like someone could say like, you're so young, but do you really know like what I had to go through in life? Like life will make you older than what you are. Like age is really just a number. So I think that's like unfair to say because at the end of the day, it's not about just, they have to be with that person for certain reasons, not just looks or age. It's more.
Jenny, what about you?
I think that's dumb. It all depends, right? Because if you're dating like an immature girl that really doesn't like, she's kind of lost in life and just being young, which whatever, to each their own, then I could see why that would be an issue because it's now like you're dating like a little girl. But if she has a maturity and she could carry her own, I don't see why not. I mean, I don't know. I'm into older men, so that's just my thing.
What about you, Milda?
I agree. I think age is just a number, but I do give it a limit where it's like if a guy is very older and he's dating a girl that's under 21, that's a little
All
red
right,
flag.
so let's say this guy's 35 and he is dating someone who is 19 or 20.
No, that's no.
Oh,
No.
That's still valid?
It depends on the maturity level. Like
Maturity
where they're
level.
I
in
don't
life.
even care about maturity.
No.
It's just,
I think like
why are you dating
after-
someone you came and take to the club?
I just feel like after 18, like, like if you're 35 dating someone who's 16, like that
That's
person's
low,
considered a child.
Well,
then
yeah.
That's like
Legally,
OD.
that's against the law.
Legally, that's OD.
No,
Right.
yeah.
But if you're dating someone who's 18, like, granted at 18, like,
You're still a child.
you're still a
though.
child. You're
I'm
not
sorry.
mature.
Right.
But I mean, I think it's situational
Mm.
because at the end of the day, if that child is coming from a household where her parents are very involved, then, you know, like, it's different. But maybe she has something going on. You know, like, everyone's different. I think that age doesn't matter.
Okay.
Age does not matter.
Milda, I think you still had a point, or that's it?
No, I already made my point.
Cool. I think my perspective is that at the end of the day, guys with resources end up going for younger girls. If you date losers, maybe they're gonna be they're open to dating whoever. I remember when I was a loser, I'd be dating someone who's older. You know, I remember when I was 21, I was dating someone who was fucking 35, 36. You know, it's no big deal. Was she paying for my shit? No.
Really?
But you know, like I would still date her, and it is what it is.
I was just gonna say that, like, guys, when they're younger, they go for older, and once they get older, they go for younger.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, and you know what it is. Just to say it, just to be raw, is, you know, that ends up meaning that they have a lower body count. 9 times out of 10. You know, is there exceptions that a 19-year-old
We're not
has
gonna go
gone
through this again.
through
Let me not
100 guys?
the international
Yes,
dicks again.
there's been, you know, I'm sure there's some out there, and I'm sure there's a 30-year-old who only had one. It is what it is. But it just shows 9 times out of 10 there's a higher chance, because at the end of the day, we're not going to know 100%. There's a higher chance that if we end up dating a younger girl, she has a little bit more purity. That's valid. You know? Which is a perfect segue to the next question.
Oh God.
Which gender has the highest body count?
Males.
Males.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? Why don't we go Milda first, and then we go clockwise?
Because, like I mentioned earlier, you guys fuck anything in a fucking hole.
So just because we would fuck anything with a fucking hole,
You guys do.
even our friends,
Yeah.
that means that we would have a higher body count, because that would just be fantasy, no?
No, like, physically.
Like we could wish that we could have sex with multiple women, as many women as we want, but can we have that access?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, cool. Shani, what about you?
I think a guy does have higher because they're gonna want to have all that experience under their belt. So they're going to build that count as high as they can.
Okay. What about you, Crystal?
I say just like it's in guys' nature. Like I feel like versus women, I'm talking like general, right? Because there's exceptions, but a man is gonna get it when they get it, and that's just what it is. Like I think that's something that women have to accept. If
Right.
I'm to be honest.
I think, in my perspective, I think there's a certain percentage of men that have a very high body count, and then there's a certain percentage that doesn't.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays in 2023, because just like the gap between like the top 10% of men and then the bottom is so big that like only the top 10% of men have access to all these women. And especially with social media, just think about it. You know, maybe 30 years ago, before Instagram, the dime piece in fucking Minnesota is only accessible to a man down the street in the high school, right? However, now in 2023, this girl in Minnesota has Instagram. She could be flown out by the top 10% to fucking Cali, to New York City, to New Jersey, to Miami, to Dubai. So now the top 10% have all the access in the world to have all these women. And what does that give the bottom 70 or 80% of men? Trash. Nothing. Okay? So there's a stat out there that I end up reading that's actually very, very true. Men from 18 to 30 years old, 30% of them in the U.S. have not either had sex in a year or are virgins. 30% of men in the U.S. between 18 to 30 have not had sex in a year or are virgins. That's how crazy social media has saturated or unsaturated the dating market. All right. So that being said, just to capitalize on that, I think if you actually think about it, because you guys all said that men have a higher body count, and maybe that's true for the top 10%. but do you think OnlyFans would be successful as it is today if all men were getting laid?
That's a good point. Like when you bring in OnlyFans, because yes, like I think maybe the crowd that like I'm talking about the women who do OnlyFans, the crowd they're receiving are men who don't get it, in lack of better terms. But either way, like I feel like if you want me to be honest, like
Please be honest.
yeah, like men who are paying for OnlyFans, like something's going on. That's my opinion. Like a man who's not in his, like a man who doesn't like going out of his house, he's not going to find, you know, a female to have sex with. A man who doesn't like to socialize, he's not going to find a female to have sex with. That's there for those type of men. Those type of men that are not going to go out of their way, or they're scared, or they feel insecure, or they feel like they're not good enough, they're not attractive enough. Like in this world, there's someone for everyone. So it's them. They're not putting themselves out there enough for them to be able to get laid, in my opinion. So, I mean, OnlyFans is attracting to that crowd. The crowd that doesn't want to do the work. Yeah. They just want to do whatever they can, right. And that's what they like.
Any comments on that?
Well, I totally agree, and it's the same with porn.
Okay, yeah. Jenny, anything? No,
I agree with what she said.
Okay. All right, that's a good point. That's crazy. I hope I educated you guys.
You did.
That's
very interesting.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, that's 30%. Let's talk about the 70%.
Yeah.
That's
Those 70% are losers. They're getting anything that they can. Okay, they're waiting around in the friend zone by Crystal, Jenny, and Milda, and they're like, please, you know, I hope they give me an opportunity, but they can't. You know, it's horrible.
That get it all the time. That are like sliding in DMs, like succeeding, like they're literally having sex with anything that says yes. Like, what about those men? There's nothing wrong with those men, is what you're trying to tell me.
Well, at the end of the day, you know, number one, it depends on their status. It depends on their success rate. Do they have a blue check mark? They don't. Are they successful? Do they make good money? Do they don't?
Yeah.
Do like, you know, are they popular amongst their, you know, county or community, their friend group, etc.? Like there needs to be some status in there. Now, if they don't have status, then it is what it is. It's a combination of all things, you know? Mm-hmm. Like you guys said earlier, you know, does money really make a person, you know, let's say the women craving? No, not completely, but is a damn well down payment for the fucking woman that you want. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Michelle, any IG questions before, you know, I end up going into a rabbit hole before we close up? Any good ones? You know, feet pics or anything like that? Fucking dirty ass motherfuckers.
Hey man.
References. This guy, your boy who was on the podcast yesterday said, "Why are bitches delusional?"
Why would you say bitches?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're human beings, and we're niggas. You know, it's crazy. Yeah. All right, good. All right, so guys, what do men want?
I don't know. Tell me. Give me the secrets.
All right, Milda, why you didn't even say anything? So I think Milda has the secret sauce. Okay. Milda, what do men want?
I don't.
And then we'll go clockwise.
I be asking the same question because it's like a man can fully want you, and then the next thing is like, whatever, and then they're completely go off somewhere else.
Let me help you out with that. That means that man was only just trying to fuck.
Okay,
Jenny,
if you say so.
What do men really want?
I really don't know. That's the question. It's just hard because I feel like they want one thing now, but then they want something the next.
Like what? Like, give me maybe just a general experience that you were just like, you know what? I'm confused, little Jimmy. Like, what do you want?
Listen, I always follow the man, okay? Because I don't want to get ahead of myself. I've been in that experience, right? So, okay, we're in a relationship, we're vibing, blah, blah, blah. The guy wants to get more serious. All right, if I'm feeling him, I want to get more serious too. Mm-hmm. As soon as they see that I want to get more serious, they're like, shit, let me pull back. So it's like, what the fuck do you want then? That's literally the question. What do you want?
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I feel like a guy could want, this high woman, and they'll have her. But then once they have her, they're like, oh shit, like this is intimidating, and they pull back and settle for like a 5.
Because I feel like if we knew what men wanted, and if men knew what they wanted, we will all be taken right now.
Do you think maybe it's like a fact that like maybe subconsciously you know what men want, but you're not willing to do it or give it? All right. So before you answer that question, Crystal, what do men want?
I feel like men want their cake and eat it too. Like, that's what all men want. All men want, like, a woman who's just like, yes, baby, like, yeah, go work.
Yes,
I'm
woman.
here. Yeah, so yes, woman. Like, that's not even fair, honestly, because, like, if you're looking for a partner, like, you have to be receptive, you have to be willing to give, and you have to be willing to receive. So I feel like it's just like a matter of like men want it all, but then they have like hesitations. Then like you get into like the whole like temptations that are out there, and they just want it all. That's really what it is. They want it all, but they can't have it all, and that's like where it goes wrong. They can't handle pressure. Men suck under pressure. They suck.
Wow, that's crazy. So successful men can't handle pressure either?
Successful men could probably handle pressure like in the books, in the money, in the bank account, but they can't handle pressure when it comes from a female.
Okay.
They can't handle it.
All right. Anyways, so this is what it is. Okay? This is what it is. We want a submissive woman.
Okay.
That's
We want
clear.
submissive.
What else?
Well, how is that clear if you're going to be maintaining a man? That means that the woman is a leader in that scenario.
For momentarily, it's not forever.
Oh, okay. All right. Because you swapped sides.
yeah,
I'm confused. All right.
besides
You're right.
Okay, let's just be realistic.
back to
Let's be
that.
realistic. Let's just say we have a fucking 10 marriage right now, and you
Getting
just
spicy.
fell out with your whole PT shit, right?
Okay.
You telling
Which is
me
not going to happen. Having our business. But okay. Continue. I'm broke, right?
you're broke
I'm
as
broke.
a fucking
Oh, shit. God damn.
caca mierda allá afuera.
Caca mierda.
You're telling me that you're not gonna hope that I'm fucking maintain you for a little while until you get yourself back up?
No, I'm gonna have too much honor. I'm not even gonna.
So you're just gonna walk out with me?
No. I'm still gonna be with you, but I'm not even gonna share my scenario with you. Because at the end of the day, if you're
But we're married. I'm gonna know.
No, you're not. You're not. Because if the captain of the ship starts panicking, the sailors are gonna start panicking. If I end up telling you, yo, I'm broke, I'm worried, yo, we're gonna lose this house, yo, the kids, they're gonna be eating caca mierda, yo, like. You're gonna start struggling. You're gonna be like, yo, where the fuck is little
Brian.
Jimmy that I
You
started
don't know-
dating a year ago?
You don't know how to be submissive.
You know? So I'm not gonna be sharing like it's my issue because I'm the leader. I'm gonna solve it. Period. End of story.
Okay, but momentarily your girl's gonna take
I'm
care
not.
of you.
I
until
rather
you
listen.
do.
I rather since I have a very good circle around me. I rather take out a loan from one of my guy friends. Take out a loan from my friend. I'm not gonna let my girl maintain me. Fuck that. I have too much honor. And I have too much respect for myself to let my girl help me out and maintain me. Fuck that.
I was just about to say that. You know, when you put it in those terms, the way that you just said it right now, it's way more receptive for me. Like, I 100% admire
because
that.
I
and
am
agree
calm
with
at
that.
home. You know, I come
Yeah.
in. Yo, I could have a fucking fire going down to my gym. Yo, I'm coming home and be like, yo, what's up, baby? Oh, how was work? Yo, it was phenomenal.
But yes.
I would love for a man to come home and tell me.
And you know what's crazy? That means that you guys don't know what you want because you guys are happy with one thing, but then you guys
But
want
what do you
another
mean?
thing.
How is that contradicting?
Because you want
And
you
then-
want to hear the problems.
Of course.
But I'm gonna put you in a position where
Because
you're gonna start panicking just like me.
We're panicking together.
But no.
want you
You
to
just said that you guys,
I mean,
you guys
And this
like.
is why
you
relationships
guys
fail.
honor.
Because men don't know how to fucking open up. That's why.
We're not gonna
So
open
you
up.
need to work on yourself. That's what.
You know what happens? You know what? I'm gonna get canceled for this. If
Go
we
ahead.
open up,
Go ahead.
if we open up and we show emotions, we start showing feelings. You know what happens? We literally genuinely cannot control our emotions, we end up killing people. We end up doing shootings in the fucking school. We can't control our actions because we are violent people.
You just went to an
Because
extreme.
you don't
Brian.
open
No,
up.
because that's what it is.
No.
That's what it is. Listen, a man could fucking piss me off. Would I want to fucking... Yes. Okay? But am I going to control and have composure? Yes. No. But you guys are telling me to show my emotions?
Yes,
What? No.
because
Yes.
your woman is your companion.
It's a relationship.
So if you're
This
not
is not a
opening
random
up to
person.
her, let me tell you, your woman knows you better than you think.
And she's
She
gonna
knows.
know when
She
when
knows
something's going on.
She knows something's going on. So this is where it starts. This is where the spiral starts. This is when we're like, okay, could it be a work thing?
I'm a
Could
very
it be a
composed
family
person,
thing?
though. That's not
Could
gonna
it be that
happen.
he's cheating on me?
Brian.
Why? Because you didn't decide to tell me that your gym was burning down? Like, is that all worth it? Was all that
Literally.
spiral really
So
worth
you guys
it?
end up breaking up
You know,
because you
like
just
it,
didn't know how
it
to
all
fucking
has
open
to
up.
do with just you have a companion by your side. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge that I'm here for the good and for the bad. And if you don't trust me enough to that level, then why are we together? Why are we building together?
Why
am
are
I
you in a
standing
relationship?
by your side? Yeah.
At
All right, but
first.
then how do you guys admire what I literally just said, and then I
admire
just got put down?
You don't wanna like, you know, tear up the home or like put panic. I get that and I respect that. But at the end of the day, I would love if you come to me and you tell me what's wrong. I don't expect you crying on the floor. But if
So now there's limitations on my
there's
feelings.
no limitations. If you're crying, I'll take it. But I'm not saying, because some men are like, no, I can't show that much. All right,
Oh,
show
yeah, of
show a
course.
little bit. I want to be able to comfort my man, or like, you know, I'm gonna be submissive. That's what it is. I want to comfort you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they get afraid.
I don't know. I just need a little bit. Give me the foot in the door. That's all I need.
Yeah.
And I don't even want the bare minimum. I'm sorry. No, I want the full thing.
Okay. IG. Any questions before we start closing up?
Lady, yeah, we do.
What's up? Quick. I need some fucking more wine. Goddamn.
What's been the best dinner date you have been on, and what was the most expensive dinner date that you've been on?
All right, ladies, off the top of your head, just answer it quick, just so that we can start closing up. What was the best dinner date you've ever been on, and what was the restaurant? Let's just keep it at that. Milda, go ahead.
I haven't.
Oh shit, she's been in Applebee's. All right, Jenny, go ahead.
Best dinner, it was about 300, 400. And
All right, where was it?
hibachi.
Hibachi, okay.
I went to a steakhouse, but I don't know the name.
Okay.
It was in Hoboken. I think it was like a $400 dinner. It was nice.
Damn, you guys didn't even go to better steakhouses. Goddamn.
I didn't see the bill, so I honestly don't even know how to answer.
Oh, that's
that.
good. That's the gentleman.
Yeah, I didn't
That's
see the
good.
bill.
That's good.
I just know that it
Yo,
was
I've been to steakhouses
pretty
where it's been
expensive.
almost $1,000, and I'm like, yo, goddamn, this is a fucking. All right. Okay, cool. So, I had a really good. You know what? It's all right. It's all right. Listen, before we start closing up, what I like to do is let women ask me questions, and I want to be put on the spot. I want to be on my toes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I haven't been tested by any of the women in the past panels, and this is why I made this episode so that I could get the spiciest women that I've had on this season 3 podcast to put me on the fucking spot. Look, they're fucking smiling. That's crazy. They're fucking evil. All right, Crystal, you seem like you're ready with the mic already in your mouth. Go ahead.
Okay. How important is posting your significant other on social media?
That's a phenomenal question. It's not important at all. You know what it is? I'm going to make it personal. I personally do not do that, whether I'm in a relationship or whether I'm dating, because I don't want chismosas on my shit. I don't want people talking shit, because I go on business meetings. I train attractive women. Okay. I end up involving myself with acquaintances, not friends, but acquaintances that are attractive. And if, let's say, hypothetically, I'm at dinner or having drinks, which is business, or at a podcast, which is business, and I'm with an attractive woman or women, and another girl sees that, they're gonna be like, oh shit, I need to tell fucking Rebecca. And then they end up telling Rebecca, and then they end up exaggerating shit, and then that ends up just mixing shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, I'm trying to fucking make some money so I could take you not to a $400 steakhouse, but to a $900 steakhouse to take you on vacation, this and that. So I'm doing all these things for my girl.
So you keep it private for your girl, but now let's say your girl has Instagram. How important is it for you that your girl, who's working, you know, she's not making 6 figures, right? She's working the regular job.
She's an adult.
About, right?
She's an adult.
Right?
She's
has
an adult.
The time.
Go ahead.
How important is it for her to post you?
It's not important at all.
It's
I don't care. No.
You don't care about social media.
Number one, I do not care. I don't care about social media. I do care whether she is posting a picture on her with her on the G-string, showing the rim of her asshole. You know, the fucking doing thottery shit, because thottery shit is an epidemic. That's something that I do not care about. That I do care about. But other than that, being posted on Instagram, like, what is that? It gives me a fucking pat in the bag. I feel great.
I'm asking because in our previous episode, stay tuned if you haven't watched it, you had mentioned that when you're looking at a girl's Instagram, if the first 6 pictures don't include a man, she's single. She's basically single, even if she's in a relationship. So if your girl has her first 6 pictures on Instagram and you're not in any of those pictures, it don't matter to you?
Oof.
Ooh,
You thought you caught me. You thought you caught me.
I think I did.
You thought you caught me, but you did not.
I did.
You thought you caught me, but you did not. She's using my previous statements against me.
I'm just using what you said.
No, you're completely right.
I didn't make it up.
So in my previous episode, I'm going to explain this. In my previous episode, I've explained that, you know, this girl is a red flag if the first 6 posts does not include
Her man.
your man's. Okay? Now, in my scenario, when I am in a committed relationship, okay, I make sure I have my girl in a position where she is secure enough to not have Instagram, because Instagram is a dating app.
You see, but here's like where I need to like ask the question.
Please push back.
So Instagram really is important to you, because if your girl can have Instagram when you guys are in a committed relationship, then you care about Instagram. It means something to you.
Right. I never said it did not care. I care what she posts, whether she's promoting what I don't want to say what I own, but what I possess. Okay? She's promoting my assets. Okay? I do not like that. Number one. Number two, I am very careful with my words because I am a proper host. I do not tell her to delete her Instagram.
Okay.
I put her in a position where she's like, you know what? I don't need Instagram. I am happy. I am secure. I am taken care of. I am happy.
How do you do that? Because like, let's just
That's
say,
a secret sauce. That's
yeah,
a secret.
I think that works.
I
in
know,
your
of
favor.
course.
That would
Someone
never
can-
pass by me.
Yeah, someone can come to me
And you know
tell me,
what?
like,
And
listen, babe,
you know what? Like,
delete your
like,
Instagram. And
that's
I'm not
why.
doing that.
That's why sometimes, you know, some women can't handle. You know,
It's not that. Like you said earlier, you want a submissive person, and obviously we're not submissive enough. Like I would never.
No. You know what it is? You have not met a man who you think is worthy of you being submissive. That's what it
trust
is.
me, I
That's the
have.
difference.
No, trust me, I have.
I feel like I have
Then
to.
he hasn't crossed all the
That
boxes.
doesn't mean that I have to fucking delete my Instagram just because I need to be more committed to him. No.
Now, I'm not saying it's a necessity, but it's the point where, like, there's a man needs to be okay with it, number one. Number two, I tell my girl, listen, you can do whatever you want, but if you're with me and I want to take you seriously, X, Y, Z.
Okay, so then I
Okay.
expect you to do the same.
That's
Sorry,
the
but
thing.
no.
So now you're gonna turn to your girl and be like, I have a business to run.
Nope. Then
But
I'm
you
gonna
just
keep my
finished- you just
Instagram. I'm gonna
finished
post a fucking business
You
too.
just finished telling me that Instagram is a dating app. So if I'm your girl and you're telling me right now, like, listen, babe, we're getting serious. Like, I appreciate, you're beautiful, like, but I need the Instagram post to, like,
And then
just stop a little.
On
You're
top of that,
mine.
that just tells me that you don't trust me.
And then I'm here like, okay, babe, like, I can understand that, but you're on Instagram every day because you have a business,
Right.
but you just finished telling me that it's because of a dating app and you don't want me to receive that attention. I'm going to turn to you, me being me, right? This is
Right.
just a scenario
Right.
that I'm making up.
Right.
If
'Cause
it
I'm
was
too
me,
short. You're
I'm
right.
going to come to you and be like, you're deleting your Instagram too. If I have to delete mine, you're deleting yours. So now I'm
Right.
not submissive enough for you?
No, you're not.
Look, just say that you want a girl that you want to be controlling and shit. Because
Yeah,
look, I dated
yeah,
a guy
I
that
think
was
so.
so fucking controlling. It got to a point that was very narcissistic, and I'm not with that shit anymore. It got to a point that I had to dress a certain fucking way, and that's how it fucking starts. Delete your Instagram. Do this for me because you're not respecting me enough.
Now that's a good point, Milda. So, for example, the one thing that I do not like when I end up dating a woman who is beautiful, she has curves, she has phenomenal assets. Just like I don't want her promoting these assets on social media, I don't want her promoting it in person. Now, am I saying that she needs to literally not have a dress that's very, very beautiful on her? No. But if I'm seeing fucking stars covering her nipples, okay? And if I'm seeing a G-string sticking out of her fucking pants, that is advertising my assets.
Okay, that's a
and
little-
if you
that's a
end up,
little
hold
extent.
on.
That's
If
a little
I end
extent.
up, if I end up dating someone and she's dressing up like a thought, okay? If she dresses up like a thought in general, if she dresses up like a thought, if she acts like a thought, us guys, we're idiots, okay? She's gonna, in our eyes, she's a thought.
Well, you looked for that, so what
Exactly,
do you expect?
and this is exactly why I don't take those type of girls seriously.
Okay, that's one thing.
You know?
But there's another thing too where you're dating like how you said, a very curvy girl, and she wants to dress sexy one day. Yo, there's a lot of men that are so insecure. They be like, you're not wearing that outside. No, because men are gonna be looking at you and this and that. They're gonna come up to you like, yo, why you insecure?
Yeah, if you got me, you
I'm
got
sorry,
me.
but no. Yo, and then on top of that, you're just saying you don't trust me and you think I'm not respecting you.
Yep.
Red flag.
Mm.
That's why I said it was a red flag.
That's interesting. Justin, Jenny, any questions for me?
Okay, so I saw this podcast, and it was that this woman was basically saying that, so when a man wants to have sex with you, right, if you deny them, it hurts the man's feelings, right? Because they say that if you deny a man from wanting to have sex with you, you're denying their way to express love to you. Okay? Do you agree or disagree? I just needed that. Don't explain. Agree or disagree?
So I want to understand the scenario. So if a woman decides not to have sex with a man, and in this scenario, a man describes his love with sex.
No, in general.
Okay.
In general.
Repeat the question then.
So, in general, all men, all women, they say that when your man wants to have sex with you and you deny them, you're denying their love. Because the way men express their love is through sex.
Is this in a relationship, you're
Yes.
saying? Okay.
That's a good question. I think
It's a yes or no.
yes.
That you are denying their love.
Yes.
Okay. So, this brings us back
Mm-hmm.
to men.
Okay.
When they cheat,
Okay.
they cheat with emotion then.
Why?
Because you said that when you deny them,
Mhm.
you are denying their love.
So you're
So that
looking,
means
looking at for
that
elsewhere.
if a man has sex with another woman, there is some type of emotion there.
All right. So you think you caught me. You did not catch me though.
All right, here we go.
Okay. So you're speaking about in a scenario where I'm in a relationship with a girl, and my girl is denying me sex. Okay. I've gone through the obstacles to wife this girl up and to show her that I am her man. Okay. So at this scenario, I'm in love with this girl. So if I want to have sex with my girl and she controls the access to sex, as a man, I'm just gonna be like, yo, like you don't want to have sex with me? Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna feel offended, and yes, it's gonna hurt me. However, cheating having sex with another woman who is not my girl, let's say a one night stand, for example. Do I love this girl? No, I don't.
What if it's not a one night stand? What if you've been seeing this girl?
So if I'm seeing this girl,
Or a friend.
if I'm seeing a friend, you know, whatever, I do not love this girl. So no, I do not get offended if she says no. I'm just going to be like, oh, okay, cool. All right, then I'm not going to take you out, or okay, leave my apartment. And da-da-da. It's no
Okay,
big deal.
okay.
High five. Cool. No problem.
But what about, so how do men express their love? Do they express their love through sex?
We express our love through providing and giving security.
Because I know a lot of men that like are like, oh, like you deny having sex with me. Like they get butt hurt about that because they're like, that's their thing. Sex is men's thing. For, you know. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's very like we go down to the core. It's very hard for a man to have sex. Now, you know, for the 70%. Now, let's say for the other percent, you know, if we have options, we could have sex with whoever we want. And so it's not really exclusive. So that's where it comes to the point where we show our love by giving security and providing to the women.
But
You know what I'm saying? Because we end up earning our value. We end up earning our status. We end up earning our money. So if we are literally paying for you, for your college, for rent, for cars, I love you because I am doing all those things for you. You know, are there exceptions? Yes. But for the most part, all men or most men, it's very hard earned to, you know, be having that type of money to be able to provide that type of girl. Now, if you end up telling me, you know, I'm providing for my girl and then I'm providing for my mistress, yo, like my man's is in love 2 times. It is what it is. Is there scenarios like that? I'm sure there are. Is it common? I'm probably not. No.
so do sugar daddies love their sugar babies?
Probably not. No.
Okay, then
No.
what the fuck?
You know? No, they don't. They don't.
But they're providing.
They are. And how many sugar daddies are there who can afford it? Well, you're completely right because, you know, there's apps out there that are sugar daddies, and you're completely right. And think about the population of the U.S. Think about the population of Jersey or in the city. Okay, we're in a tri-state area. We have New York City right here. There's a lot of successful people that are living next to this river on the New Jersey side and New York City side. So obviously, you guys are going to be exposed to successful men out here. Okay, but what about the people in Minnesota? What about the people or in the Middle East or the Midwest, etc.? There's not going to be many people out there. There's going to be some, but not too many. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in the apps, obviously, if I end up going to a stripper app, you know, and I'm going to be basing my stats on the stripper app, there's going to be a bunch of strippers there. So, like, that stat does not count. You get what I'm saying? Milda, question?
I guess for me is, let's just say you're dating this girl, whatever. She has a great personality. She makes less than you. She provides for you at home with the kids and everything, but her sex has been whack.
Ooh.
Would
How long
you
have we been
stay with
together?
her?
How long have we been together?
For many, many years.
Oh, man. Would I stay with her?
Or would you tell her, like, hey, let's get better at this?
Would you step
Or
out?
you would cheat
All
on
right.
her?
So, all right. That's a phenomenal question. So that's really good. I'm going to be honest with you. We get bored. That's something that you guys do not want to hear, but we truly, honestly get bored.
That's
Okay,
valid.
so you rather cheat or you rather just tell her straight up, like, hey, this is not working out because the sex is not great, so let's just split up.
Why would you spice
Now,
up?
if it does not, because of the sex, at least for me, the sex, you know, it does not counteract all the things that, you know, she does. Because again, I think a woman, in my perspective, ends up earning a relationship because we have access to a relationship.
Right, but you
we
just kind of
give
made it
relationships.
important that sex is important.
Sex is extremely important,
It
but
is
it's
important.
not all in a relationship.
Right, but you just said, like, you get bored. So, like, you're kind of insinuating, like, I would cheat on her.
Right.
Okay, so then why not just end things with her?
Because it does not. Because there's so many
Because
other
she's
benefits
doing
with
so
the
much
relationship.
more rather
But then
than
he
sex.
just rather cheat.
He just rather cheat sexually.
Right.
I think
Now there's a difference. There's men and women cheat differently. Number one. Number two, it's not cheating if you're very honest with your significant other about it.
It's so
It's cheating.
It's not cheating if
You're
they're
being
aware.
with a different person. It's the same thing if a girl says, "Yo, your sex is getting whack. Is there something we could spice it up, whatever?" And
Now,
you're
listen,
not even.
women are very emotional. You cannot be saying that to girls. You gotta be very careful with your
I'd
But
rather
words.
you
a
see,
guy
I feel
tell me
like
what the
that's
fuck
part
is
of the
up.
problem. Like, we can't. I'm sorry. Like,
You guys want the
this-
truth, but you guys can't
this
handle
could
the
be
truth.
very
I can
old
handle the
school.
truth.
I don't care.
You
No.
different, Milda.
Oh, trust me. I'd rather be blunt as fuck. And I tell niggas and bitches up straight in their face.
God damn. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Because I expect the same thing back. I don't need that sugar coat shit. No.
I don't like
Say what it is and that's it.
I don't like sugarcoating, but I do feel like this is my problem. Like, no matter what, cheating is wrong. Like, I feel like it doesn't matter what you have in the bank account. It doesn't matter what you do for me. Whatever it is, you cheat on me, we're going to have a problem. Like, in our relationship is going to enter crisis. Because at that point, when you cheat, you open doors to so many other issues. Now I can't trust you. Now I may be feeling like insecure. What am I doing wrong? Now I may go into a trance of like where is this relationship going? What am I gonna do in 5
Having
years?
all type of
Like,
emotions, like,
it's
I'm not
too
good enough and
too
all this
many
stuff.
doors that open just for you to. This is
Fuck
the
it
only
up.
way I can
But
put
at
it,
the-
but
at-
get a nut in.
But at
Like,
the end of the day, communication is key.
yes.
But
so
you
if
just said you
if
wouldn't
don't
communicate with her.
I did not say I wouldn't communicate. I literally
So if you
said
tell
that
me
I'm
that
very,
the sex
very.
is not good, and then I'm not reciprocating that, then you say
I'm gonna
it's
be
okay.
careful with the words, though.
Then you say it's okay to like cheat.
Listen, that's why you always establish in the beginning. Listen, you know, it's the apples and peaches example.
I hate this example, Brian.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Listen, you know what?
How about the percentage of the women that don't even communicate and we
Yeah.
put up with it because we love you?
Yup.
How about that?
Yup.
We'll put up with
the
it.
fucking nut and everything.
How about if the guy does, you didn't communicate,
Yeah.
communicate, cool, but what if the guy comes up and then he finally opens up and communicates and be like, yo, I actually haven't been satisfied sexually.
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
ramp shit up, or I'm gonna go
Now we can talk about it.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Becky, you know, with the good hair at work, and I want to know if is that gonna make or break our relationship?
I feel like
Told you before I went to Becky with the good hair at work.
Listen, you know, the best scenario is you want to make sure you're establishing things in the beginning of a relationship instead of midway.
yes, I agree with that.
You're thinking about stepping up, we're done. Stepping out, we're done.
Yeah.
Like, it's not. You think I'm gonna be okay with that?
Okay,
You
so
want me to say cool?
there you go. So that's a perfect example of literally wanting to hear the truth, but then I end up literally telling you, let's say I want, you know, sex is whack. I'm I'm attracted to other girls. Da da da. You're literally stepping out after that. Like, I'm literally trying to be honest with you and literally trying to communicate, but now you're stepping out. That's why most men, not all, but that's why most men are not honest with women.
No, and
Period.
I agree with you
But you're initially
Because they're
cheating,
scared
though.
of losing that girl.
I will 100%.
So they
be the
will
first
lie.
for
one.
your own fucking actions.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. That's why you communicate. That's why
Right.
the top 10% communicate in the beginning.
Okay, Brian, but what if so if I tell you, yo, your shit's whack, you better step it up or I'm cheating on you. How are you
See,
gonna
it's
take that?
completely different. For us, sex.
How is
listen,
that different?
Same shit.
How is that
because if a
different?
woman tells a guy, listen, sex is whack, yo, like, we can't change, like, our dick game. You literally, 2 out of 3 girls literally said, yo, I want a 6-inch girthy dick in the beginning of this episode. Yo, we cannot change our dick girth.
Trust
we can't
me,
change
sex
our
can
dick
always
length.
get better.
But that's why if the sex was good in the beginning and we have a downfall, you have to communicate. Because at one point the sex was good. You fell in love
Exactly.
with me for a reason. You married me
That's
for a
a,
reason.
that's
You
a
put ring on my
specific
finger for a
scenario.
reason.
We're talking about in general. If you're literally telling me all of a sudden midway through a relationship,
But that was my
yo,
question,
your dick game is
though.
whack. Like, it's like, yo, like, the fuck you talking about?
But that's
Okay,
what
you're
that was
talking
my
about,
My dick
question.
hasn't
if we stay
changed.
Quiet.
What?
You're talking about if we don't communicate that from the beginning. But now we're asking you like a whole different question. We're asking you
What's the
like,
question?
if you're in a relationship, you're already established, you're years into
Got
the
it.
relationship,
Okay.
and the sex changes. Why does it make it okay for you to step out of that relationship?
Because us guys, we get bored. You guys have sex with emotion, so you guys end up like literally.
But then you get scared of losing the woman that you
And-
fell in love with
exactly,
in years
and
with.
that's what.
And you rather just
and-
fuck
and
that
that's
up because
And that's what
You couldn't
separates.
communicate with her. Be
And
like,
that's
hey,
why
can we get better sex?
You're completely
Let's
right.
spice it up.
You're
Let's
completely
spice
right.
it up.
And that's what separates men who make sure that women are gonna be. You know what? That's what makes the difference between men that makes the woman number one priority, because women are priority. Don't get me wrong. Okay, women are priority. Let's say top 3. Okay, but in my perspective, they cannot be number one, because if our status, our business, our success is at second or third, at the end of the day, a woman is going to end up searching for someone else. I'm telling you, that's what it is. Because at the end of the day, let's say, for example, you literally just said it earlier. If I end up going broke, if my gym ends up burning down, and I cannot find another gym to, I'm sorry, but Milda's going to have to end up looking somewhere else because I can't find another job.
But I feel like this is why we go in circles. Like, you want a woman who's submissive, who's at home, who doesn't probably have the same success as you, but now you want to make everything else a priority over her. That's the issue. That's the problem when there's a disbalance. Now your woman is at home feeling like she's not a priority at all, and that you're putting her last and she's putting everything first. This is why if you have an equal woman who's equally as busy as you, who's equally putting other things before you, then there's a balance. But now
there's no balance.
As a man,
a man should not be.
As a man, now you're feeling some type of way. But you just finished saying
because
that
we need to be priority in your world.
I need to be a priority to you.
But then we can't be a priority to you.
I need to
And
be a priority
that's
for
where-
you.
that's
top
where-
3
for
priority,
me.
but not number 1.
No.
And that's
it
what y'all
doesn't
I'm
work
sorry,
that way.
like life is not fair. That's literally what it is.
But it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
It doesn't work
I'm gonna
that
start
way.
putting niggas third now.
No, it does.
No,
right.
no, seriously, it doesn't work that way.
All right, so guys, this is the end of the podcast. Yo, I feel like we need to get a fucking part 2. That's fucking crazy. Listen, ladies, it was a pleasure. You guys are the fan favorites. Congratulations for season 3. Cheers. This is a spicy conversation. I hope we could continue it in the future. And that's a cap, guys. Thank you for tuning in.